Welcome. In this video I'm going to be taking a look at this CACAGOO mini humidifier, and this was provided to me by the distributor, but they're not reviewing what I'm saying before I post it, and I'm not being compensated for this video. If you would like to purchase one of these, I'll put a link in the description to this on Amazon, and if you use that link it helps me out a little bit and doesn't cost you anything extra. So we have a warranty card, instruction manual, comes in a couple different languages. It looks like English, French, German, Italian, Japanese, and Chinese. And this here looks kind of like a wick. And this is the humidifier itself. This is it's a little bit bigger than a soda can, but it seems about the same size as one of those like to-go, stainless steel to-go cups a lot of people use, but a little bit shorter. So let's see, it looks like this unscrews. Oh, there we go. Inside we have the USB cable. So this is where you fill it with water. It has a little max line right there. And this looks like the wick. And this would be probably a depth sensor, a water depth sensor, so it knows when it runs out. So this is USB powered, micro USB. So the nice thing about that, looks like it plugs in right here, is that if you lose your cord, you probably already have a bunch of these sitting around, or you could get a smaller one or a longer one depending on your needs. So I really like that flexibility. It doesn't come with a power brick, but most people will have an extra power brick laying around. You could also plug this into like your car's USB, or like hotels will sometimes have them. And this is a nice size for travel. So if you need a humidifier, like say in a hotel, you could use this and set it right next to your bed. I mean, right on your nightstand. So this isn't meant to humidify a whole house. Obviously, this is a little personal humidifier. So I'm going to read through these instructions here and then we'll try it out. Okay, so it says to fill it up here. And you're supposed to fill this with tap water. So the reason I think they say you need tap water, you're not supposed to use infused water or oils or anything like that, is that these little sensors here probably need some minerals in the water to be electrically activated to tell when you're out of water. If you use like distilled water in this, then it won't conduct electricity to allow that sensor to work. That's just my guess. So next we'll put this on. I'll just place it on and screw it to tighten it. I'll plug in the micro USB in the back, and then I'll plug this into a USB outlet. So now this has entered standby mode, and it says if we press it once it'll start continuous mode. So I'm guessing this may take a minute. So I'm going to talk about some other features while this is starting up here. So this is ultrasonic, so this would have a crystal in there that vibrates really quickly, and it atomizes the water to get it into the air quickly. On the Amazon page it says the noise level is as low as 35 dB, suitable for car, bedroom, study, office, baby room, etc. So you could put this like next to your baby's crib. Built-in water level sensor. It has multiple spray modes on it, and it has a 7-color LED. So we'll take a look at that in a minute. It says only use tap water. It's rated to use 2.5 watts. It says working time is 6 hours for continuous mist and up to 10 hours for intermittent mist mode. The mist coverage is 10 to 100 square feet. Capacity is 300 milliliters. And the diffuse quantity is 30 to 50 milliliters per hour. So the light colors are red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, and cyan, and it has an auto shut-off mode. And the USB cable is 1 meter. Oh, there we go. So now it's on. So it's blowing mist out. I think you can hopefully see that. I probably need a darker background, but put my hand here. Okay. That's kind of cool. So it says if I short press it a second time, Okay, now it's going to stop, and now it's going to start again, and it's going to stop. Hopefully this doesn't cover up my camera lens, but so far so good. And then if we press this again, it's going to turn it off. And turn off means standby mode. Okay, so it says long press the function button for 1.5 seconds to turn on the colorful light. So well, we have that on. Okay. It says long press again to determine the color. The light quickly flashes once. The long press again for 1.5 seconds to turn off the light. So we turned it off. Turned it on. And it flashed once. Okay. Okay, so there we go. Okay, so this color, this is like a night light. I think this changes color. It looks like it's going to cycle through, so now it's kind of a purple, red color. So for cleaning of this, it says if you have used the humidifier for every 30 times or 30 days, please clean the humidifier as following instructed. Turn off the humidifier and unplug power cable. Take out the cotton bar, so this must be an extra cotton bar, from the humidifier and gently squeeze out the water. Place the cotton bar at a suitable place and air dry. Use a soft brush to clean the suction hole. And then it says to clean the humidifier surface, use a soft cloth with diluted neutral detergent to wipe the humidifier. Add edible pure lemon water into the water cup and turn on the humidifier to clean it. So that will like descale it, I guess. So I'm curious as to how much electricity this is going to take. So I have a little power meter here. I'll plug that in. And I'll plug that in here. And then I'll turn this on. Okay, so it's drawing 0.22 or 230 milliamps there. Let's turn on intermittent mode. So it's drawing 0. And now it's going to draw 220. It's going to go between 0 and 2200 milliamps. Let's turn the light on. So now it's at 2600 and now it's using 50. So it looks like about 300 milliamps, which was what this said. So yeah, on the box here it says the current is 200 to 400 milliamps. So it's within the range. One interesting reason I wanted to try that is because it looks like this could be, one reason I wanted to try that is that this could be run by like a battery pack. You could easily supply that much current with a battery pack. I don't know how long it would run, but probably quite a while. So if you wanted to take this, wanted to be a little more portable, like say you're traveling with your baby's crib, you didn't know if there was going to be a plug-in somewhere, you could take that battery pack and plug that in to power this thing. So this would be really ideal like an office at your desk. If you're having trouble breathing the dry air, you could set this right on your desk and then, within where you're breathing, and you could have humid air to breathe. So I'm going to get off the tripod here now and we'll get a little bit different angle. There you go. So that's pretty slick, and this is pretty heavy too. Especially with the water in it. When I say heavy, it's got a little bit of heft to it. It's about like a full cup of water is what it feels like. So it's, not that you want to where you're going to knock it over, but it's not going to like blow off if you sneeze or something. So let's take a look around the outside of it a little more. So it's pretty smooth here. It's got a rubberized bottom, so it sticks pretty good. Again, you just turn that to open it like that. So that is pretty slick. I think this might get some use at my desk, and might put it next to my kid's bed at night to help him when it's been dry out. His nose has been getting dried out. So I think this would be pretty helpful. And we have a whole house humidifier in our house. And that's not bad. So the whole house humidifier will turn off when it gets really, really cold because we have it set so it won't condensate on the glass windows when it's super cold outside. But that doesn't mean we can't do like spot humidification, you know, like say next to the kid's bed or something, and that'll humidify the air near him, and we don't have to like throw a ton of moisture in the entire house. So we can just use it where it's needed. But that's all for this video. If you have any questions about this, please leave them in the comments. If you like this video, please click like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate it if you could do that. And thanks for watching. Until next time, goodbye.